Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sanjay Kumar from India, and I'm saying hello to everyone who are attending this conference, the first international conference on financial and economic technological technologies in Tehran. I would like to thank Professor Dr. Ali Ashgar, who is the chair of this conference, who has invited me to have the connection with you through this medium, and I'm very glad to take this opportunity to speak on technological disruption in the insurance sector. My domain for last 30 years have been in the insurance sector and the risk management, and my PhD has also been in the same subject. So let's move on. So what I am going to talk over next 20 minutes is that what are the key elements of insurance and technology, uh, and how they got impacted. I will discuss about the usage based insurance. How does the technology has brought the application of usage based insurance, where the behavior of individuals comes into the play. uh, Through the chatbot, how does the customer experience has got improved. Underwriting, claim, and efficiency are the key engines of insurance company. And of course, along with the claim, fraud is a one thing which bothers most of the insurance companies across the globe. I will also talk about when the AI and the technology is helping. There is the other side of it also, and we shall talk about what are the risks coming it from the usage of artificial intelligence, and what are the risk management, how those risks can be managed so that it can be addressed. So let's look at what are the things which are the key elements of the insurance. So here in the center we can see that there is an insurance company, and it starts basically with a customer for which the insurance company is existing. And in customer basically purchases the products which is manufactured by the insurance company, and the products are the price of the premium, which the premium the customer pays. And once the premium is paid by the customer, uh, the proposal basically goes for the underwriting. It is underwritten, and then accepted. It become the proposal become a policy. And over a period of time, once the claim arises, insurance companies pays the claim. Fraud is a one element related to the claim that is addressed by the insurance company. And overall expenses basically, that's where the expense is something which is under the control of any insurance company. And AI technologies increasing the efficiency. So we shall discuss about how does the efficiency has been improved. So these are the elements that we are going to cover in this presentation. So, what are the elements, the technological disruption that is happening? Big data. Uh, Data lakes are installed that collect the data in the original format. So, one of the changes that has happened over last couple of years is the inclusion of the big data, where the insurance companies set up the data lake where the data is collected in the original format, and then that format is converted into the usable format. And then it comes, the data integration, because once the data is collected in the various format from the various places, there is a need to have data integration so that that data can be used to have a meaningful output. Internet of Things is basically is the internet connected objects that collect and transfer the data wireless on a real time. This helps basically. I was talking about the usage based insurance to basically collect the data uh, on the go and transfer the information from the customer to the insurance company, which is helpful not only at the time of underwriting or at the time of claim also. AI ML is the simulation of human intelligence in machines that think like a human. This is the latest development which has happened, and that's where the technologies are coming into the play and helping the insurance companies in improving the efficiency. If we look at the products, the changes which has happened on the product side, especially in the non-life, which is usage-based insurance, and if we look at the motor, insurance products are designed based on the behavior of the insurance, behavior of the customer. That how does the customer behaves, and based on that behavior, the premiums are adjusted. So the telematics device is being fitted into the motor, and that captures the transmission of data on the go. Once the driver drives the car, the information is captured like speed, acceleration, braking, hard braking, the timing of the day, because the timing of the day is also a risk factor. Because in the peak time in the morning or a evening, there's a chances of risk, chances of accident is higher compared to in the afternoon or in the off peak time. So timing is also important. So by collating all these information, uh, a better assessment of risk can be provided for a particular driver to a driver, and the premium can be adjusted based on the driving behavior, and that adjustment could be up, that is the premium can be increased or premium can be decreased. It can be increased because if the behavior of the driver is on the faulty side, or if it is on a rash driving side, then the chances is that the customer's premium is likely to go up. However, if the customer is going to be in the control, then the premium is likely to go down. I can share one example that my car starts beeping once I cross 80. So it is just a human psychology. At least I am concerned that I generally go up to maximum to 79 speed. I never cross 80 because though there is no telematics device in my car, but I don't like that it beeps. So there are advantages of it change the behavior of the driver. What it does, it basically once the data is transmitted, there is a likelihood that there is a quicker settlement of claim because the information is there. uh, the images can be transmitted from the accident site directly to the insurance company, and a claim can be quickly settled. So this is the one change that is happening, and definitely it increase the customer satisfaction and leads to from the insurance company's point of view, the customer centricity. So a similar thing is observed in health insurance side, where again the product is designed based on the behavior of customer. Here, instead of the telematic device, here these are the wearable gadgets are used to transmit the health related data. And these data, could be like monitoring the daily steps, blood pressure, uh, ECG, heart rate, blood sugar, and based on that, it is easier for the insurance companies to assess the likelihood of claim that and uh, and and help monitor the health condition and adjust the premium. So it helps customer in two ways. One is that it helps customer, if the claim arises, it helps customer settling the claim quickly. And secondly, once these key parameters of health is regularly monitored, the customer is also aware about his or her health condition. So it alerts the customers and may lead to healthy habits. One knows that if the blood pressure is going up, there is a need to take an action. So instead of a delayed action, there is a proactive action on the part of the customer. So it is a win-win situation for both customer as well as the insurance company. Increase risk awareness and improve the healthy lifestyle. This is the outcome of such wearable devices. Increased risk awareness. I think even after the COVID, there is an increased awareness towards the health, and it also leads to the healthy lifestyle. So such usage-based insurance is a win-win situation for both customer as well as for the insurance company. One thing that comes here, on a flip side, that at times customers are not happy, whether it is the motor or it is health, sharing their personal data to the insurance company. That is the one flip side of it. Whether the customer, he or she, is ready to share that data. That is the one of the things that need to be addressed. Now let's look at that how does the customer's experience has got enhanced using the chatbot. So chatbot is a virtual assistant, um, helps in interaction with the customer and the insurance company. So it basically helps because one of the issues that customer complains that the issues are not addressed on time. The issues are addressed late. There is a delay in resolving the customer's query. So a chatbot is basically a new generation help, which can help the customers 24/7, and especially those which are AI based chatbots that understand the human conversation and respond accordingly. So it understands the complex queries and provide solutions without waiting for next day, because when when the human intervention is there, generally if some customer interact with the insurance company at say 10 o'clock after their office hour, the query will be resolved next day. Having this this type of system, the query will be resolved immediately unless or until something very very complex that require a call center to answer the question. So AI based chatbot learn from the interaction and improve over time. So this is basically AI based tool which, as the data increases, as the experience increases, it improves over a period of time. And this solves long customer pending problem of delayed customer resolution of the query. So this is a new help that has come to the uh, customers rescue, I would say, and where insurance company has also gained in terms of the more trust, showing that they care for they care for their customers. So what are the benefits of the customer experience? So chatbot asks targeted questions and evaluate the lifestyle of the customer and suggest plan. So in this exercise, while the customer is interacting, if a customer wants that what he or she, what insurance plan he is to purchase, they can share chatbot can ask number of questions, and based on the understanding that the bot develops based on the replies of the customer, they can suggest what insurance plan the customer want to purchase. Of course, it helps in handling the claim processing and reduce the timelines in the claim settlement, because it has got the data with them. The data is transmitted throughout the time, and once the the claim happens and the claim is lodged, the bot can can settle the claim, especially the simple claims can be settled, and maybe leaving the complex claims for the human to address. It understand the human conversation and respond. It has started boosting the agent's productivity by freeing up his time for more productive work. um, Most of the work which agents used to regularly answer, that time has got freed up from the agent's point of view, and they can utilize. So instead of having the large human resources, uh, the less human resources can be utilized, and that's where the efficiency can increase. It gather customer feedback and understand the behavior and act accordingly. This is where the data gathering happens with the bot, and based on the understanding that it develops, it can improve their own performance and help the customer into the future. Next area where the AI technology is helping in underwriting. Underwriting is basically a process of information gathering and decision making, and the decision making is whether to accept the risk which has been presented, whether to reject the risk, or to rate up the risk, what action to be taken based on the information that is given to the underwriter, so that the risk can be taken into the account. That's the fundamental role of the underwriter. And the traditional way of risk gathering or information gathering process is through a proposal form, survey of the risk, declaration form, in the life insurance, in the doctor's report, the self declaration of the medical report, the family history, etc. And based on that, the underwriting happens. However, in the technology, when with this modern technology, uh, technology facilitate gathering of data from the different sources. The data can come from the various sources. It can come from medical records. It can come from the social media. It can come from the central repository, government sites. There are various places where our data is stored, and that is where you are talking about in the initial during the initial few slides about the data lake. And that's where the data is stored in the data lake, from all these sources and utilized, because all the informations are coming in a different format from these sources, and they are then being uh, converted into the standard format before getting used. So once these the information comes to the insurance company, the AI technology help in assessing the risk much better, because they have got much more data. And the risk with the traditional ways, that there were the chances of fraud, because some of the customers may purposefully declare or hide certain of their diseases, or hide their ages, or hide some of the pre-existing disease. Whereas when the information is taken from the centralized sources, the chances of hiding the information is very little. So that's one of the advantages. uh, AI powered results have improved the prediction of losses. Yes, this has happened because once the data is there, and data is more pure, I would say, in a sense that truly represent the risk, then the decision making, the underwriting decision making become much better. And this provides a personalized premium rating as opposed to the traditional method. In this particular case, there is a personalized premium. So the premium is further segregated into for the risk by risk. And the chances of error of having the large deviation in the premium as opposed to the traditional method reduces. On the claim side, claim is basically a closing stage of the customer lifestyle. So once the customer get into the insurance company through the proposal form, he is underwritten, then the claim happens. That's where the gate get closed. The information provided at the time of a claim is basically is assessed and also compared at a time what is given at the proposal form. The traditional data received by the insurance company had the risk of gap in the information, because the data which was given at the time of a proposal form or the data provided at the time of a claim, there could be a fraud in that. uh, there could be the false report could be there. However, the technology has enabled the transfer of data directly from the crash site, or the health issues are directly being transferred from the customer to the insurance company, where the chances of fraud, the chances of um, chances of data getting you know uh, the data impure data, I would say, that is the chances that reduces. So the AI tool process the data, extract information from the medical and other records. Simple claims can be processed almost in no time. So the simple claims which are straight, where the claim can be paid, it can be directly processed. However, the complex claim that require further queries, that may be asked to the customers. The overall process improved experience, customer satisfaction, and also increase the trust, because that's where the insurance company stands for. It stands for the people for whom they are paying the premium, and so that at the time of the requirement they get the claim. So it definitely enhances enhances the trust on the insurance company. Yes, I have pointed few things about the fraud detection. AI employs massive data from different sources to spot flags and unusual trend. So while the proposal forms are coming, I will not say proposal forms, while the data for the insurance is coming, the AI is analyzing the data of each customer, and based on the past record, that how does the fraud has resulted into, they can predict that based on the information that has been input, what could be the chances of fraud that can happen to the given number of applicants. So most fraud happens at the time of claim or underwriting with the wrong information. AI can analyze documents and images related to claim and indicate potential fraud. So one thing is that they can analyze the normal data, and second is that the information which has been provided, they can spot, they can scan those images and predict that whether there is a chances of fraud or not. AI software can identify manipulated images to raise suspicion. AI is trained on the extensive data on claims to identify the deviation. AI can take data from the social media and other sources to spot the fraud. So the technique is that there are various sources of information that can be used to detect the fraud, whether the information given at the time of claim is correct or not, or the information have been potentially misused. So the chances of fraud with the use of the technology likely to be reduced. On the efficiency side, the technology improved the documentation, data capturing, turnaround time and workforce optimization. So improvement in information gathering by reading directly from the PDF document. This is the one change, because earlier there used to be a manual filling of application, but now the machine can directly read the PDF form, which is scan and um, convert into the usable data. Optical character recognition extract data from the scanned document. Handwriting recognition software can process handwritten document at speed and analyze vast amount of data, streamline claim management, automate routine work. And AI reduce cost, improve profitability, and increase customer satisfaction. The entire package that AI is providing is basically in helping the customer in improving their turnaround time, in quickly issuing the policy, quickly settling the claim, and increasing their satisfaction. That is also a value to the insurance company in terms of their increased profitability and increasing the value of the company in the eyes of the customers and also in the eyes of the rating agencies. Let's talk about the AI risk, and we shall talk about the biasness, accountability, job risk, and the human creativity. So creating bias. So once the AI raises the ethical concerns, biases, accountability, economic disparity, and potential misuse. And why it is so? Because AI models use the extensive data for training purpose and may introduce bias into their responses, because the data that is being used for a particular purpose, right, it has got a section of the society. So if that data is used for a particular section of the society and used for another section of the society, that biasness will automatically come. It's like having uh, if a product is made for a particular target market and it is sold in the another target market, that will be unfit. The same is true here, that if there is a the data is used, the training purpose for which it is used for a particular the purpose and used elsewhere, then definitely the biasness will come. The use of training data may depend on the user and hence the result could be biased. So it depends. So there is a need to basically ensure that how does the machine has learned, how does the tool has learned, and that should be utilized only for that purpose, only for that segment of the society and not on others. So it is the job of the user to ensure that they are not universally applied. Only then it will be a useful change into from the manual mode to the artificial mode. The output could be suitable only for a particular purpose, but the user may not know this and apply the result in all situations. And that's what I was talking about. Financial results can go wrong regulations are required to manage such risks. Under such situation, when it's lot of dependence on AI technology, there could be the financials can go wrong because that has been not applied properly, and a strong regulation is required on how to use it, what to use it, where to use it. And also there is a need we shall talk about in the risk management, that where the ounce should be on its control, the way the risks are managed. These are also the risks, and in my opinion such risks should sit under the hat of chief risk officer. Let's look at the accountability issue. So AI operate based on the response of patterns without human intervention. There is an issue with accountability for the action. Who owns the responsibility? The question is that once a tool is prepared, once the machine is run over a particular data, then who is responsible? The one whether it is and if there is an error is there, then whether it is a developer, whether it is a developer is the responsible, user is the responsible, model is the responsible. Who is going to take ultimate responsibility, that if something has gone wrong, or it is a collective responsibility? I think that need to be fixed. So this is another area where care need to be taken. Any inaccurate results or losses resulting from such model, who will bear the cost? So does this require another insurance, because there is a chances of risk, and there it can go wrong, and insurance companies are purchasing another insurance for the insurance companies purchasing another insurance because the AI models can go wrong. This can result into a long legal battle. Lack of regulation can produce a significant challenge of ownership of the result and consequent legal battle. I think this is the one area where a lot of thoughts need to be done on fixing the responsibility. It is also about the ethics. It also fall under the bucket of board, that to ensure that if AI is used, how it is being used, so that the flip side can be addressed. Uh, yes, we talked about the increasing the efficiency, and of course then there is a risk of job losses, and how that will be they addressed. AI automation create job losses. Most many of the repetitive jobs will be transferred, or rather transferred to the AI bots. Some influential organization may dominate, leading to concentration of AI power. This is a risk that some big organization can basically have got a monopoly in supplying the AI tools. That may result in limited competition, monopoly, innovation in limited hands, and restricted access to the AI technology. Smaller businesses may not have enough resources to adopt AI, and could be at a disadvantageous end. The economic disparities due to unregulated AI market can also impact the pricing and affordability of the technology. So there is a both the sides of the job risk. One is that there will be a job losses. Another is that how AI technology is going to be in the hands of the people, or be in the hands of the organization, and how that that is going to be handled. Human creativity. This is a one big risk whenever there is a talk about AI comes. Excessive use of AI may kill human creativity, as they will start depending without verifying the information. For example, pricing data used for one particular set of population is used for another set of population. So the person who is actually using it, not taking care, that what are the source where the data is used. And I was talking previously that if the model is doing an error, then who is going to be the responsible? So that's the one risk, the human creativity. It is being used, taken from one side and supplied to the customer. Chatbot may advise customer wrongly if trained on a different set of data and the information is passed without verification. Human tendency towards the ease of operation may start overusing AI. This is, I think, a very big risk, and humans have to retain um humans have to retrain on their skills in conjunction with the AI output. So I think in future, once these AI tools are more in practice, then the humans have to retrain themselves so that they start applying by taking the input from the output of the AI as their input, and then suitably applying their judgment and making taking it forward. Let's look at the risk management briefly. Uh, Insurance is the business of risk. AI technology enhances the operations, but being certain risks that need to be addressed. Regulations are required to systematically use AI tool for both insurance ease and risk assessment. The responsibility of ownership of management of risk associated with AI tool should be bring under the CRO ambit, and board should own overall responsibility of all the risks within the insurance company. In a similar way that board is owning the other risk, I think the AI related risk should also come under the bucket of the board. The role of chief risk officer should be enhanced and should have a seat in the board so that there is a better risk assessment for the insurance company. So, in summary, uh, technology has impacted all the key areas of insurance and improved the operation. Usage based insurance is a new buzzword where premium is based on the behavior. Chatbot enhancing the customer's experience. Underwriting and claim experiences becoming efficient. AI is definitely developing a new risk, and risk management is required to address the emerging risk from the AI. And regulation is one of the things, but that is the regulator's job. I think board is also there within the insurance company, and chief risk officer is to play their role in addressing other risks as well as the AI related risk. And with this, thank you very much for listening to me. Goodbye from India, and bye bye. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to to basically communicate with you.